Hari Bol, Dandot Pranam. So I was reciting Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita of Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. Today I am going to recite the same. Before that, let me pray to Srila Gurudev, to the Guru Parampara, to the Supreme Lord and his dear associates. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitamena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo 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 Hare Hare. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita of Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, Madhya Leela, chapter 15. Now I am going to, yesterday till 136 verse I had read, now 137 to 141. Murari Guptere Prabhu Kari Alingan Tar Bhakti Nishta Kahen Shune Bhaktagan. Purve Ami Ihar लोभाइल बार बार परम मधुर गुप्त ब्रजेंद्र कुमार स्वयं भगवान कृष्ण सर्वांशी सर्वाश्रय विशुद्ध निर्मल प्रेम सर्वरसमय सकल सद्गुण वृंद रत्न रत्नाकर विदग्ध चतुर धीर रसिक शेखर मधुर चरित्र कृष्णेर मधुर विलास चातुर्य वैदग्ध्य करे जार लीलारस. Translation. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then embraced Murari Gupta and began to speak about his firm faith in devotional service. This was heard by all the devotees. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, previously I induced Murari Gupta again and again to be allured by Lord Krishna. I said to him, my dear Gupta, Lord Sri Krishna Brajendra Kumar is the supreme sweetness. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the origin of all incarnations and the source of everything. He is pure transcendental love himself, love itself, and he is the reservoir of all pleasure. Krishna is the reservoir of all transcendental qualities. He is like a mine of gems. He is expert at everything, very intelligent and sober, and he is the summit of all transcendental humors. His character is very sweet and his pastimes are melodious. He is expert in intelligence and thus he enjoys all his pastimes and mellows. Text 142 to 151. Sei Krishna bhajatumi ho Krishnashray Krishna vina anya upasana mane nahi lay. Ei mat bar bar shuniya vachan आमार गौरवे किछु फिरी गेला मन आमारे कहे नामी तोमार किंकर तोमार आज्ञाकारी आमी नाही स्वतंत्र एत बलि गरे गेला चिंती रात्रि काले रघुनाथ त्याग चिंता हिला विकले के मने छाड़ी रघुनाथेर चरण आजी रात्रि प्रभु मोर कराहो मरण ए मत सर्वरात्रि करे न क्रंदन मने सोयास्ति नाही रात्रि कैल जागरण प्रातः काले आसी मोर धरिल चरण कांदीते किछु करे निवेदन रघुनाथेर पाए मुई वेचिया छो माथा काढ़ीते ना पारी माथा मने पाई व्यथा। श्री रघुनाथ चरण छाड़ाए ना जाए, तब आज्ञा भंग है की कारण उपाय, की करो उपाय। ताते मोरे यही कृपा कर, दया मैं तोमार आगे मृत्यु होक जाऊक संशय। Translation: I then requested Murari Gupta worship Krishna and take shelter of him, but for his service nothing appeals to the mind. In this way he heard from me again and again. By my influence his mind was little converted. Murari Gupta then replied, I am your servant and your order carrier. I have no independent existence. After this, Murari Gupta went home and spent the whole night thinking how he would have to give up the association of Raghunath, Lord Ramachandra. Thus he was overwhelmed. Murari Gupta then began to pray at the lotus feet of Lord Ramachandra. He prayed that death would come that night because it was not possible for him to give up the service of the lotus feet of Raghunath. Thus Murari Gupta cried the entire night. There was no rest for his mind. Therefore he could not sleep but stayed awake the entire night. In the morning Murari Gupta came to see me. Catching hold of my feet and crying, he submitted an appeal. Murari Gupta said, I have sold my head onto the lotus feet of Raghunath. I cannot withdraw my head, for that would give me too much pain. It is not possible for me to give up the service of Raghunath's lotus feet. At the same time, if I do not do so, I shall break your order. What can I do? In this way, Murari Gupta appealed to me, saying, You are all merciful, so kindly grant me this mercy. Let me die before you, so that all my doubts will be finished. Text 152 to 160. ये त सुनी आमी बड़ मने सुख पाइलो, यहारे उठाया तबे आलिंगन कैलो। साधु साधु गुप्त तोमार सुदृढ़ भजन, आमार वचने हो तोमार ना टरिल मन। यही मत सेवकेर प्रीति चाही प्रभु पाए, प्रभु छाड़ी ले हो पद छाड़ाए न जाए। यही मत तोमार निष्ठा जानी बार तरे, तो तोमारे आग्रह आमी कैलुम बारे बारे। साक्षात हनुमान तुम्ही श्री राम किंकर, तुम्ही केने छाड़ीबे तार चरण कमल। से मुरारी गुप्त यही मोर प्राण सम, इहार दैन्य सुनी मोर फाटे जीवन। तबे वासुदेवे प्रभु करी आलिंगन, तार गुण कहे अय्या सहस्र वदन। निज गुण सुनी दत्त मने लज्जा पाए, निवेदन करे प्रभुर चरणे धरिया। जगत तारिते प्रभु तोमार अवतार, मोर निवेदन एक करो अंगीकार। Translation: Hearing this, I became very happy. I then raised Murari Gupta and embraced him. I said to him, All glories to you, Murari Gupta. Your method of worship is very firmly fixed. So much so that even upon my request, your mind did not turn. The servitor must have love and affection for the lotus feet of the Lord, exactly like this. Even if the Lord wants separation, a devotee cannot abandon the shelter of his lotus feet. Just to test your firm faith in your Lord, I requested you again and again to change your worship from Lord Ramachandra to Krishna. In this way, I congratulated Murari Gupta, saying, Indeed, you are the incarnation of Hanuman. Consequently, you are the eternal servant of Lord Ramachandra. Why should you give up the worship of Lord Ramachandra and his lotus feet? Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continued, I accept this Murari Gupta as my life and soul. When I hear of his humility, it perturbs me, my very life. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then embraced Vasudeva Dutt and began to speak of his glories as if he had 1,000 mouths. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu glorified him, Vasudeva Dutt immediately became very much embraced and shy. He then submitted himself, touching the Lord's lotus feet. Vasudeva Dutt told Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, "My dear Lord, you are incarnate just to deliver all conditioned souls. I now have one petition which I wish you would accept." Text 161 to 165. करिते समर्थ तुम्ही हो दयामय, तुम्ही मन कर तबे अनायासे है। जीवेर दुख देखी मोर हृदय विदरे, सर्व जीवेर पाप प्रभु देह मोर शिरे। जीवेर पाप लैया मोई करो नरक भोग, सकल जीवेर प्रभु गुछाहो भवरो। एत शुनि महाप्रभुर चित्त द्रविल, अश्रु कंप स्वर भंगे कहिते लागिल। तोमार विचित्र नहे तुम्ही साक्षात प्रहलाद, तोमार ऊपरे कृष्णेर संपूर्ण प्रसाद। Translation: My Lord, you are certainly able to do whatever you like, and you are indeed merciful. If you so desire, you can very easily do whatever you want. My Lord, my heart breaks to see the sufferings of all the conditioned souls. Therefore, I request you to transfer the karmas of their sinful lives upon my head. My dear Lord, let me suffer perpetually in a hellish condition, accepting all the sinful reactions of all living entities. Please finish their deceased material life. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard Vasudeva Dutta's statement, his heart became very soft, tears flowed from his eyes, and he began to tremble. In a faltering voice, he spoke as follows. Accepting Vasudeva Dutt as a great devotee, the Lord said, "Such a statement is not at all astonishing, because you are the incarnation of Prahlad Maharaj. It appears that Lord Krishna has bestowed complete mercy upon you. There is no doubt about it." Text 166 to 171. कृष्ण सही सत्य करे, जय मागे भृत्य, भृत्य वांछा पूर्ति विनो नाही अन्य कृत्य। ब्रह्मांड जीवेर तुम्ही वांछिले निस्तार, विना पाप भोगे अबे सबार उद्धार। असमर्थ नहीं कृष्ण धरे सर्व बल, तोमा के वाके ने भुंजाए वे पाप फल। तुम्ही जार हित वांछा से हैल वैष्णव, वैष्णवेर पाप कृष्ण दूर करे सब। यस्त्व इंद्रगोपम अथ वेन्द्रम अहो स्वकर्मा, बंधानुरूप फल भाजनम आत्तनोति। कर्माणि निर्दहति किंतु च भक्ति भाजम, गोविंदमादि पुरुषम तम अहम भजामि। तोमार इच्छा मात्रे हवे ब्रह्मांड मोचन, सर्वमुक्त करिते कृष्णेर नाही किछु श्रम। Translation: Whatever a pure devotee wants from his master, Lord Krishna doubtlessly grants, because he has no duty other than to fulfill the desire of his devotee. If you desire the deliverance of all living entities within the universe, then all of them can be delivered even without your undergoing the tribulations of sinful activity. Krishna is not incapable, for he has all potencies. Why would he induce you to suffer the sinful reactions of other living entities? Whosoever welfare you desire immediately becomes a Vaishnava, and Krishna delivers all Vaishnavas from the reactions of their past sinful activities. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto the original personality of Godhead, Govinda, who regulates the sufferings and enjoyments due to fruitive activity. He does this for everyone, from the heavenly king Indra down to the smallest insect Indragopa. That very personality of Godhead destroys the karmic reactions of one engaged in devotional service. Because of your honest desire, all living entities within the universe will be delivered, for Krishna does not have to do anything to deliver all the living entities of the universe. Text 172 to 179. एक उडुम्बर वृक्षे लागे कोटि फले, कोटि जे ब्रह्मांड भासे विरजार जले। तार एक फल पड़ी यदि नष्ट है, तथापि वृक्ष नाही जाने निज अपचय। तैछे एक ब्रह्मांड यदि मुक्त है, तबु अल्प हानि कृष्णेर मने नाही लय। अनंत ऐश्वर्य कृष्णेरे वैकुंठादि धाम, तार गड खाई कारणाब्धि जारना। ताते भासे माया लैया अनंत ब्रह्मांड, गद खाईते भासे जेन राई पूर्ण भांड। तार एक राई नाशे हानि नाही मानी, ऐछे एक अंड नाशे कृष्ण नाही हानि। सब ब्रह्मांड सह यदि मायार है क्षय, तथापि ना माने कृष्ण किछु अपचय। कोटि कामधेनु पतिर चागी जैछे मरे, षड ऐश्वर्य पति कृष्णेर माया किबा करे। Translation: Just as there are millions of fruits on the Udumbara tree, millions of universes float on the waters of the river Viraja. The Udumbara tree is filled with millions of fruits, and if one falls down and is destroyed, the tree does not even consider the loss. In the same way, if one universe is vacated due to the living entities having been liberated, that is a very little thing for Krishna. He does not take it very seriously. The entire spiritual world constitutes the unlimited opulence of Krishna, and there are innumerable Vaikuntha planets there. The casual ocean is considered the surrounding waters of Vaikuntha Loka. Maya and her unlimited material universes are situated in that casual ocean. Indeed, Maya appears to be floating like a pot filled with mustard seeds. Of the millions of mustard seeds floating in that pot, if one seed is lost, the loss is not at all significant. Similarly, if one universe is lost, it is not significant to Lord Krishna. To say nothing of one universal mustard seed, even if all the universes and the material energy Maya are destroyed, Krishna does not even consider the loss. If a person possessing millions of wish-fulfilling cows loses one she-goat, he does not consider the loss. Krishna owns all six opulences in full. If the entire material energy is destroyed, what does he lose? Text 180 to 185. जय जय जहि अजाम अजीत दोष गृभीता गुणाम, त्वाम असि यद आत्मना समवरुद्धा समस्त भगः, अग जगद ओक्साम अखिल शक्ति अवबोधकते, क्वचिद अजयात्मना च चरतो अनुचरे निगमः। एई मत सर्वभक्तेर कही सब गुण, सबारे विदाय दिला करी आलिंगन। प्रभुर विच्छेदे भक्त करे न रोदन, भक्तेर विच्छेदे प्रभुर विषण्ण हैल मन। गदाधर पंडित रहिला प्रभुर पासे, यमेश्वरे प्रभु जारे कराइला आवेश आवासे। पूरी गोसाई जगदानंद स्वरूप दामोदर, दामोदर पंडित आर गोविंद काशीश्वर, यही सब संगे प्रभु वैसे नीलाचले जगन्नाथ दर्शन नित्य करे प्रातः काले। Translation: Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continued, O my Lord, O unconquerable one, O master of all potencies, please exhibit your internal potency to conquer the nations of all moving and inert living entities. Due to nescience, they accept all kinds of faulty things, thus provoking a fearful situation. O Lord, please show your glories. You can do this very easily, for your internal potency is beyond the external potency. And you are the reservoir of all opulence. You are also the demonstrator of the material potency. You are also always engaged in your pastimes in the spiritual world, where you exhibit your reserved internal potency and sometimes you exhibit the external potency by glancing over it. Thus you manifest your pastimes. The Vedas confirm your two potencies and accept both types of pastimes due to them. In this way, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu described the good qualities of his devotees. One after the other, he then embraced them and bade them farewell. Due to the impending separation from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all the devotees began to cry. The Lord was also morose due to separation from the devotees. Gadadhar Pandit remained with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and he was given a place to live at Yameshwar. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu remained at Jagannath Puri Nilachal with Paramananda Puri, Jagadananda Swarupa Damodar, Damodar Pandit, Govind and Kasishwar. It was Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's daily practice to Sri Lord Jagannath in the morning. Text 186 to 194. प्रभु पाश आसी सार्वभौम एक दिन जोड़ हाथ करी किचु कैल निवेदन एबे सब वैष्णव गौड़ देशे चली गेला एबे प्रभुर निमंत्रणे अवसर हैला एबे मोर घरे भिक्षा करो मास भरी प्रभु कहे धर्म नहे करीते ना पारी सार्वभौम करे भिक्षा करो 20 दिन प्रभु कहे येहो नहीं नहे यति धर्म चिन्ह सार्वभौम कहे पुनः दिन 5-10 प्रभु कहे तोमार भिक्षा 1 दिवस तबे सार्वभौम प्रभुरा चरणे धरिया 10 दिन भिक्षा कर कहे विनती करिया प्रभु क्रमे क्रमे 5 दिन घाटाइला 5 दिन तार भिक्षा नियम करिला तबे सार्वभौम करे आर निवेदन तोमार संगे सन्यासी आचे 10 जन पूरी गोसाइर भिक्षा 5 दिन मोर घरे पूर्वे आमी कैया छो तोमार गोचरे. Translation. One day Sarvabhaum Bhattacharya came before Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with folded hands and submitted a request. Since all the Vaishnavas had returned to Bengal, there was a good chance that the Lord would accept an invitation. Sarvabhaum Bhattacharya said, "Please accept my invitation for lunch for 1 month." The Lord replied, "This is not possible because it is against the religious principles of a sannyasi." Sarvabhauma then said, "Please accept the invitation for 20 days. But Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied, "It is not a religious principle of the renounced order." When Sarvabhauma requested Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to accept lunch for 15 days, the Lord said, "I shall accept lunch at your place for 1 day only." Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya then caught hold of the Lord's lotus feet and submissively begged, "Please accept lunch for at least 10 days. In this way, by and by, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu reduced the duration to 5 days. Thus, for 5 days every month, he regularly accepted the Bhattacharya's invitation for lunch. After this, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya said, "My dear Lord, there are 10 sannyasis with you." Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya then submitted that Paramananda Puri Goswami would accept a 5-day invitation at his place. This had already been settled before the Lord. Text 195 to 203. दामोदर स्वरूप यही बांधव आमार कभू तोमार संगे जाबे कभू एकेश्वर आर अष्ट सन्यासीर भिक्षा दुई दुई दिवसे एक एक दिन एक एक जने पूर्ण हईल मासे। बहुत सन्यासी यदि आइसे एक ठाई सम्मान करीते नारी अपराध पाई। तुमिह निज छाये आसीबे मोर घरे कभू संगे आसीबेन स्वरूप दामोदर। प्रभुर इंगित पाया आनंदित मन से दिन महाप्रभुर कैल निमंत्रण। साठीर माता नाम भट्टाचार्यर गृहिणी प्रभुर महाभक्त ते हो स्नेह ते जननी। घरे आसी भट्टाचार्य तारे आज्ञा दिल आनंदे साठीर माता पाक चढ़ाई। भट्टाचार्य ग्रहे सब द्रव्य आछे भरी जेबा शाक फलादिक आनाइल आहरी। आपनी भट्टाचार्य करे पाकेर सब कर्म साठीर माता विचक्षणा जाने पाक मर्म। ट्रांसलेशन। Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya said, Damodar Swarup is my intimate friend. He will come sometimes with you and sometimes alone. The other 8 sannyasis will accept invitations for 2 days each. In this way, there will be engagements for each and every day during the entire month. If all the sannyasis came together, it would not be possible for me to pay them proper respects. Therefore, I would be an offender. Sometimes you will come alone to my place and sometimes you will be accompanied by Swarup Damodar. Having this arrangement confirmed by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Bhattacharya became very glad and immediately invited the Lord to his house on that very day. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's wife was known as Sathir Mata, the mother of Sathi. She was a great devotee of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and she was affectionate like a mother. After returning to his home, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya gave orders to his wife Sathir Mata and she began cooking with great pleasure. At Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's house, there was always a full stock of food. Whatever spinach, vegetables, fruit and so on were required, he collected and brought back home. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya personally began to help Sathir Mata cook. She was very experienced and she knew how to cook nicely. Text 204 to 212. पाक शालार दक्षिणे दुई भोगालय एक गरे शालग्रामेर भोग सेवा है। आर घर महाप्रभुर भिक्षार लागिया निवृत्ते करिया छे भट्ट नूतन करिया। बाह्य एक द्वार तार प्रभु प्रवेशिते पाकशालार एक द्वार अन्न परिवेशिते। 32 आठिया कलार अंगटिया पाते 3 मान तंडुलेर उभारिला भाते। पीत सुगंधि घृते अन्न सिक्त कैल चारि दिके पाते घृत वहिया चलिल। केया पात्र कला खोला दोंगा सारी सारी चारि दिके धरिया छे नाना व्यंजन भरी। 10 प्रकार शाक निम्ब तिक्त शुक्त झोल मरीचेर जाल छाना बड़ा बड़ी गोला। दुग्ध तुम्बी दुग्ध कुष्मांड वेसर लाफरा मोचा घंटा मोचा भाजा विविध साकरा। वृद्ध कुष्मांड बड़ीर व्यंजन अपार फूल बड़ी फलमूल विविध प्रकार। Translation. On the southern side of the kitchen were 2 rooms for offering food, and in one of them the food was offered to Shalagram Narayan. The other room was for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lunch. The Lord's lunch room was very secluded and it was newly constructed by the Bhattacharya. The room was so constructed that there was only one door opening on the outside, which served as an entrance for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. There was another door attached to the kitchen, and it was through this door that the food was brought. First 3 mans of cooked rice, almost 6 pounds, was poured onto a big banana leaf. Then the whole stack of rice was mixed with so much yellowish and fragrant clarified butter that it began to overflow the leaf. There were a number of pots made of the bark of banana trees and the leaves of the kea plant. These pots were filled with various cooked vegetables and placed on all sides of the leaf. There were about 10 kinds of spinach, a soup called sukta, which was made with bitter nimba leaves, a pungent preparation made with black pepper, a mild cake made of fried curd and buttermilk mixed with small fried pieces of dal. There were preparations of dugdha tumbi, dugdha kushmand, vesara, lafra, mocha ganta, mocha bhaja and other vegetables. There were unlimited quantities of vruddha, kushmand, badi, phula badi, fruits and various roots. Text 213 to 221. नव निम्ब पत्र सह भ्रष्ट वार्तकी फूल बड़ी पटोल भाजा कुष्मांड मान चाकी भ्रष्ट मास मुद्गा सूप अमृत निंदय मधुर आमला बड़ा आमलादि आमला पांच छय मुद्ग बड़ा मास बड़ा कला बड़ा मिष्ट क्षीर पुली नारिकेल पुली आर जत पिष्ट कांजी वड़ा दूध चीड़ा दूध लकलकी आर जत पीठा कैल कहिते नाशकी घृत सिक्त परमन्न मृत कुंडिका भरी चंपाकला घन दुग्ध आम्र ताहा धरी रसाला मठीता दधी संदेश अपार गौड़े उत्कले जत भक्षेर प्रकार श्रद्धा करी भट्टाचार्य सब कराइला शुभ्र पीठोपरि सूक्ष्म वसन पाटिला दोई पासे सुगंधी शीतल जल जारी अन्न व्यंजनों परी दिला तुलसी मंजरी अमृत गुटिका पीठा पाना आनाइला जगन्नाथ प्रसाद सब पृथक धरिला. Translation. Other preparations included eggplant mixed with newly grown nimba leaves fried together, light badi, fried patol and fried rounds of squash and pumpkin. There was a soup made with fried urad dal and moong dal, defeating nectar. There were also sweet chutney and 5 or 6 kinds of sour preparations beginning with badamla. There were badas made of moong dal, of urad dal and of sweet bananas, and there were sweet rice cakes, coconut cakes and various other cakes. There were kanji bada, dugdha chida, dugdha laklaki and various cakes that I am unable to describe. Sweet rice mixed with ghee was poured into an earthen pot and mixed with champakala, condensed milk and mango. Other preparations included a very delicious churned curd and a variety of sandesh sweetmeats. Indeed, all the various eatables available in Bengal and Orissa were prepared. Thus, the Bhattacharya prepared a great variety of food and spread a fine cloth over a white wooden platform. On 2 sides of the stack of food were pitchers filled with scented cold water. The flowers of the tulsi tree were placed atop the mound of rice. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya also included several types of food that had been offered to Lord Jagannath. These included sweet balls known as Amrita Guttika, sweet rice and cakes. All these were kept separate. Text 222 to 231. हेन काले महाप्रभु मध्यान करिया एकले आइला तार हृदय जानिया भट्टाचार्य कैल तबे पाद प्रक्षालन गरेर भीतरे गेला करीते भोजन अन्नादि देखिया प्रभु विस्मित हैया भट्टाचार्य कहे किचु भंगी करिया अलौकिक ई सब अन्न व्यंजन दुई प्रहर भीतरे कैछे हैल रंधन। शत चूलाए सत जन पाक यदि करे तबु शीघ्र एत द्रव्य रांधीते ना पारे। कृष्णेर भोग लगिया छे अनुमान करी ऊपरे देखिए जाते तुलसी मंजरी। भाग्यवान तुम्ही सफल तोमार उद्योग राधा कृष्णे लगिया छे एतदृश भोग। अन्नेर सौरभ्य वर्ण अति मनोरम राधा कृष्ण साक्षात यहाँ करिया छिन भोजन। तोमार बहुत भाग्य कत प्रशंसिबा आमी भाग्यवान इहार अवशेष पाइबा। कृष्णेर आसन पीठ राखो उठाइया मोरे प्रसाद देहो भिन्न पात्रे ते करिया। Translation: When everything was ready, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came there alone after finishing his midday duties. He knew the heart of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. After Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya washed the Lord's feet, the Lord entered the room to take his lunch. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was a little astonished to see the gorgeous arrangement and gesturing. He spoke to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, "This is most uncommon. How was this arrangement of rice and vegetables finished within 6 hours? Even 100 men cooking on 100 stoves could not possibly finish all these preparations within so short a time. I hope the food has already been offered to Krishna, since I see there are tulsi flowers on it. You are most fortunate and your endeavor is successful, for you have offered such wonderful food to Radha Krishna. The color of the rice is so attractive and its aroma so good that it appears Radha and Krishna have directly taken it. My dear Bhattacharya, your fortune is very great. How much shall I praise you? I also am very fortunate to be able to take the remnants of this food. Take away Krishna's sitting place and put it aside, then give me prasadam on a different plate." Text 232 to 237. भट्टाचार्य बोले, प्रभु ना करह विस्मय, जय खाबे ताहार शक्ति भोग शुद्ध सिद्ध है। उद्योग ना छिल मोर गृहिणी रंधने, जार शक्ति भोग सिद्ध से ही ताहा जाने। एत आसन बसी करहो भोजन, प्रभु कहे पूज्य कृष्ण रासन। भट्ट कहे अन्न पीठ समान प्रसाद, अन्न खावे पीठे बसीते कहाँ अपराध। प्रभु कहे भाल कैले शास्त्र आज्ञा है, कृष्णेर सकल शेष भृत्य आस्वाद है। त्वयोपयुक्त श्रगगंध वासो अलंकार चर्चिताः, उच्चिष्ट भोजिनो दासास्तव मायाम जयमहि। Translation: Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya said, "It is not so wonderful, my lord. Everything has been made possible by the energy and mercy of him who will eat the food. My wife and I did not especially exert ourselves in the cooking. He by whose power the food has been prepared knows everything. Now please sit in this place and take your lunch." Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied, "This place is worshipable because it was used by Krishna." The Bhattacharya said, "Both the food and the sitting place are the Lord's mercy. If you can eat the remnants of the food, what is the offense in your sitting in this place?" Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then said, "Yes, you have spoken correctly. The Shastras enjoin that the devotee can partake of everything left by Krishna. My dear Lord, the garlands, scented substances, garments, ornaments and other such things that have been offered to you may later be used by your servants. By partaking of these things and eating the remnants of foods you have left, we will be able to conquer the illusory energy." Text 238 to 245. तथापि अनेक अन्न खाओ ना जाए, भट्ट कहे जानी खाओ जतेक जुआए। नीलाचले भोजन तुम्ही कर बायांना बार, एक एक भोगेर अन्न शत शत भार। द्वारका ते 16 सहस्र महिषी मंदिरे 18 माता आर यादवेर घरे। ब्रजे ज्येष्ठ खुदा मामा पिशादी गोपगण सखा वृंद सबार घरे द्विसंध्या भोजन। गोवर्धन यज्ञ अन्न खाइला राशि राशि तार लेखाए अन्न नहे एक ग्रासी। तुम्ही त ईश्वर मोई क्षुद्र जीव छार एक ग्रास माधु करी करो अंगीकार। ये त सुनी हासी प्रभु बसीला भोजने जगन्नाथेर प्रसाद भट्ट देन हर्ष मने। हेन काले अमोघ भट्टाचार्यर जामात कुलीन निंदक तेहो 60 कन्यार भरता। Translation. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then said, "There is so much food here that it is impossible to eat it all." The Bhattacharya replied, "I know how much you can eat. After all, at Jagannath Puri you eat 52 times a day, and each time you eat hundreds of buckets filled with prasadam. At Dwarka you keep 16,000 queens in 16,000 palaces. Also there are 18 mothers and numerous friends and relatives of the Yadu dynasty. In Vrindavan you also have your father's elder brothers, your father's younger brothers, maternal uncles, husbands of your father's sisters, and many cowherd men. There are also cowherd boyfriends, and you eat twice a day, morning and evening, in the house of each and every one." Indeed, the Bhattacharya continued, "At the Govardhan Puja ceremony, you eat stacks of rice. In comparison to that, this small quantity is not even a morsel for you. You are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, whereas I am a most insignificant living being. Therefore, please accept a little quantity of food from my house." Hearing this, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu smiled and sat down to eat. The Bhattacharya with great pleasure first offered him the prasadam from the Jagannath temple. At that time, the Bhattacharya had a son-in-law named Amogha, who was the husband of his daughter Sati. Although born in an aristocratic Brahmin family, Amogha was a great fault finder and a blasphemer. Text 246 to 254. भोजन देखिते चाहे आसीते ना पारे, लाठी हाथे भट्टाचार्य आछेन द्वारे। तेहो यदि प्रसाद दीते हैला आन मन, अमोघ आसी अन्न देखी करे निंदन। यही अन्न तृप्त है 10 बार जन, एकेला सन्यासी करे एतिक भक्षण। सुनीत भट्टाचार्य उल्टी चाहिला, तार अवधान देखी अमोघ पलाइला। भट्टाचार्य लाठी लैया मारी ते धाइला, पलाइला अमोघ तार लाग न पाइला। तबे गाली शाप दीते भट्टाचार्य आइला, निंदा सुनी महाप्रभु हासीते लागिला। सुनी साठीर माता सिरे बुके घाट मारे, साठी रांडी हउक इहा बोले बारे बारे। दुहार दुख देखी प्रभु दुहा प्रबोधिया, दुहार इच्छा ते भोजन कैला तुष्ट हैया। आचमन कराया भट्ट दिल मुखवास, तुलसी मंजरी लवंग इलायची रसवास। Translation. Amogh wanted to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu eat, but he was not allowed to enter. Indeed, the Bhattacharya guarded the threshold of his house with a stick in his hand. However, as soon as Bhattacharya began distributing prasadam and was a little inattentive, Amogh came in. Seeing the quantity of food, he began to blaspheme. "This much food is sufficient to satisfy 10 or 12 men, but this sannyasi alone is eating so much." As soon as Amogh said this, Sarvabhaum Bhattacharya turned his eyes upon him. Seeing the Bhattacharya's attitude, Amogh immediately left. The Bhattacharya ran after him to strike him with a stick, but Amogh fled so fast that the Bhattacharya could not catch him. The Bhattacharya then began to curse his son-in-law and call him ill names. When the Bhattacharya returned, he saw that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was laughing to hear him criticize Amog. When Sathi's mother, the Bhattacharya's wife, heard of this incident, she immediately began to strike her head and chest, saying again and again, "Let Sathi become a widow." Seeing the lamentation of both husband and wife, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tried to pacify them. According to their desire, he ate the prasadam and was very satisfied. After Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu finished eating, the Bhattacharya poured water for the Lord to wash his mouth, hands and legs, and offered him flavored spices, tulsi manjaris, cloves and cardamom. Text 255 to 261. सर्वांगे पराइला प्रभुर माल्या चंदन दंडवत हया भले सदैन्य वचन निंदा कराइते तोमा आनीनु निज घरे ऐ अपराध प्रभु क्षमा कर मोरे। प्रभु कहे निंदा नहीं सहज कहिल इहाते तोमार किबा अपराध हैल। एत बली महाप्रभु चलीला भवने भट्टाचार्य तार घरे गेला तार सने। प्रभु पदे पड़ी बहु आत्मनिंदा कैल तारे शांत करी प्रभु घरे पाठाई। घरे आसी भट्टाचार्य साठीर माता सने आपना निंदिया किछु बले न वचने। चैतन्य गोसायर निंदा सुनील जहा हिते तारे वध कैले है पाप प्रायश्चित्ते। Translation. The Bhattacharya then placed a flower garland over Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and smeared his body with sandalwood pulp. After offering obeisances, the Bhattacharya submitted the following humble statement. I brought you to my home just to have you blasphemed. This is a great offense. Please excuse me. I beg your pardon. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, what Amog has said is correct. Therefore it is not blasphemy. What is your offense? After saying this, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left and returned to his residence. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya followed him. Falling down at the lotus feet, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya said many things in self-reproach. The Lord then pacified him and sent him back to his home. After returning to his home, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya consulted with his wife, the mother of Sathi. After personally condemning himself, he began to speak as follows. If the man who blasphemed Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is killed, his sinful action may be atoned. Text 262 to 266. किम वा निज प्राण यदि करी विमोचन दुई योग्य नहीं दुई शरीर ब्राह्मण पुनः श्री निंदकेर मुख ना देखी परित्याग कैलो तार नाम ना लई साठी रे कहो तारे छाड़ू से हैल पतित पतित हैले भरता त्यजीते उचित। पतितम च पतितम त्यजेत पतिम च पतितम त्यजेत। सही रात्रे अमोघ कहाँ पलाई गेल प्रातः काले तार विशुचि का व्याधि है। Translation. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya continued, or if I give up my own life, this sinful reaction may be atoned. However, neither of these ideas is befitting because both bodies belong to Brahmins. Instead, I shall never see the face of that blasphemer. I reject him and give up my relationship with him. I shall never even speak his name. Inform my daughter Sathi to abandon her relationship with her husband because he has fallen down. When the husband falls down, it is the wife's duty to relinquish the relationship. When a husband is fallen, one's relationship with him must be given up. That night, Amog Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's son-in-law fled, and in the morning he immediately fell sick with cholera. Text 267 to 272. अमोघ मरेन शुनि कहे भट्टाचार्य सहाय हैया दैव कैला मोर कार्य। ईश्वरे त अपराध फले तत्क्षण एत बलि पड़े दुई शास्त्रेर वचन। महता ही प्रयत्नेन हस्ति अश्वरथ पट्टिभिः अस्माभिर्यद् अनुस्थेयं गंधर्वैस्तद् अनुस्थिताम्। आयु श्रियं यशो धर्मं लोकान् आशीष एव च हन्ति श्रेयांसि सर्वाणि पुंसो महद अतिक्रमः। गोपीनाथ आचार्य गेला प्रभु दर्शने प्रभु तारे पूछिला भट्टाचार्य विवरणे। आचार्य कहे उपवास कैल दुई जन विशुचिका व्याधि ते अमोक शाड़ीचे जीवन। Translation. When the Bhattacharya heard that Amogh was dying of cholera, he thought, it is the favor of providence that he is doing what I want to do. When one offends the Supreme Personality of Godhead, karma immediately takes effect. After saying this, he recited 2 verses from the revealed scriptures. What we have had to arrange with great endeavor by collecting elephants, horses, chariots and infantry soldiers has already been accomplished by the Gandharvas. When a person mistreats great souls, his lifespan, opulence, reputation, religion, possessions and good fortune are all destroyed. At this time, Gopinath Acharya went to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and the Lord asked him about the events taking place in Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's house. Gopinath Acharya informed the Lord that both the husband and the wife were fasting and that their son-in-law Amogh was dying of cholera. Text 273 to 277. सुनी कृपामय प्रभु आइला धाइया अमोघेरे कहे तार बुके हस्त दिया। सहजे निर्मल यही ब्राह्मण हृदय कृष्णेर वसिते यही योग्य स्थान है। मात्सर्य चंडाल केने यहाँ बसाइले परम पवित्र स्थाने अपवित्र कैले। सार्वभौम संगे तोमार कलुष हैल क्षय कलमश घुचीले जीव कृष्ण नाम ले। उठो अमोघ तुम्ही लो कृष्ण नाम अचिरे तोमारे कृपा करीबे भगवान। Translation. As soon as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard that Amogh was going to die, he immediately ran to him in great haste. Placing his hand on Amogh's chest, he spoke as follows. The heart of a Brahman is by nature very clean. Therefore, it is a proper place for Krishna to sit. Why have you allowed the Chandal of jealousy to sit here also? In this way, you have contaminated a most purified place, your heart. However, due to the association of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, all your contamination is now vanquished. When a person's heart is cleansed of all contamination, he is able to chant the Mahamantra, Hare Krishna. Therefore, Amogh, get up and chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. If you do so, Krishna will unfailingly bestow mercy upon you. Text 278 to 286. सुनी कृष्ण कृष्ण बलि अमोघ उठिला प्रेमोन्मादे मत्त हैया नाचिते लागिला। कंप अश्रु पुलक स्तंभ स्वेद स्वरभंग प्रभु हासे देखी तार प्रेमेर तरंग। प्रभुर चरणे धरी करे विनय अपराध क्षम मोरे प्रभु दयामय। ए छार मुखे तोमार करिनु निंदने एत बलि आपन गाले चाड़ाय आपने। चाड़ाइते गाल फुलाइल हाथे धरी गोपीनाथ आचार्य निषेधिला। प्रभु आश्वासन करे स्पर्शी तार गात्र सार्वभौम संबंधे तुम्ही मोर स्नेह पात्र। सार्वभौम ग्रहे दास दासी जे कुकुर, सेहो मोर प्रिय अन्य जन रहु दूर। अपराध नाही सदा लव कृष्ण नाम, एत बलि प्रभु आइला सार्वभौम स्थान। प्रभु देखी सार्वभौम धरिला चरणे, प्रभु तारे आलिंगिया वसीला आसने। Translation: After hearing Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and being touched by him, Amog, who was on his deathbed, immediately stood up and began to chant the holy name of Krishna. Thus he became mad with ecstatic love and began to dance emotionally. While Amog danced in ecstatic love, he manifested all the ecstatic symptoms: trembling, tears, jubilation, trance, perspiration, and a faltering voice. Seeing these waves of ecstatic emotion, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu began to laugh. Amog then fell before the Lord's lotus feet and submissively said, "O merciful Lord, please excuse my offense." Not only did Amog beg the Lord's pardon, but he also began slapping his own cheeks, saying, "By this mouth I have blasphemed you." Indeed, Amog continued slapping his face over and over until his cheeks were swollen. Finally, Gopinath Acharya stopped him by catching hold of his hands. After this, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu pacified Amog by touching his body and saying, "You are the object of my affection because you are the son-in-law of Sarvabhaum Bhattacharya. Everyone in Sarvabhaum Bhattacharya's house is very dear to me, including his maids and servants and even his dog, and what to speak of his relatives." Amog always chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and do not commit any further offenses. After giving Amog this instruction, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to Sarvabhaum's house. Upon seeing the Lord, Sarvabhaum Bhattacharya immediately caught hold of his lotus feet. The Lord embraced him and then sat down. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, text 287 to 295. प्रभु कहे अमोघ शिशु किबा तार दोष, केने उपवास कर केने कर रोष। उठ स्नान कर देखो जगन्नाथ मुख, शीघ्र आसी भोजन कर तबे मोर सुख। तावत रहीबा आमी एथाय बसिया, जावत ना खाइबे तुम्ही प्रसाद आसिया। प्रभु पद धरी भट्ट कहिते लागिला, मरित अमोघ तारे केने जियाइला। प्रभु कहे अमोघ शिशु तुम्हार बालक दोष ना लय पिता ताहाते पालक। एबे वैष्णव हैल तार गेल अपराध, ताहार ऊपरे एबे करहो प्रसाद। भट्ट कहे चल प्रभु ईश्वर दर्शने, स्नान करी तहाँ मोई आसिया चो एखने। प्रभु कहे गोपीनाथ यहाँ ही रहीबा, इहों प्रसाद पायले, वार्ता आमा के कहीबा। एत बलि प्रभु गेला ईश्वर दर्शने, भट्ट स्नान दर्शन करी करीला भोजने। Translation: Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu pacified Sarvabhaum, saying, "After all, Amog, your son-in-law, is a child, so what is his fault? Why are you fasting and why are you angry? Just get up and take your bath and go see the face of Lord Jagannath. Then return here to eat your lunch. In this way I shall be happy. I shall stay here until you return to take Lord Jagannath's remnants for your lunch." Catching hold of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lotus feet, the Bhattacharya said, "Why did you bring Amog back to life? It would have been better had he died." Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, "Amog is a child and your son. The father does not take the faults of his son seriously, especially when he is maintaining him. Now that he has become a Vaishnava, he is offenseless. You can bestow your mercy upon him without hesitation." Sarvabhaum Bhattacharya said, "Please go, my lord, to see Lord Jagannath. After taking my bath, I shall go there and then return." Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then told Gopinath Stay here and inform me when Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya has taken his prasadam. After saying this, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to see Lord Jagannath. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya completed his bath, went to see Lord Jagannath, and then returned to his house to accept food. Text 296 to 302. से अमोघ हैल प्रभुर भक्त एकांत प्रेमी नाचे कृष्ण नाम लय महाशांत ऐछे चित्र लीला करे सचिर नंदन जय देखे सुने तार विस्मय है मन ऐछे भट्ट गृहे करे भोजन विलास तार मध्य नाना चित्र चरित्र प्रकाश सार्वभौम गरे यही भोजन चरित सार्वभौम प्रेम जहा हैल विदित साठीर मातार प्रेम आर प्रभुर प्रसाद भक्त संबंधे जहा शमिला अपराध श्रद्धा करी यही लीला सुने जय जन अचिरात पाए से चैतन्य चरण श्री रूप रघुनाथ पदे जार आश चैतन्य चैतामत कहे कृष्णदास. Translation. Thereafter Amogh became an unalloyed devotee of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He danced in ecstasy and peacefully chanted the holy name of Lord Krishna. In this way, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu performed his various pastimes. Whoever sees them or hears them recounted becomes truly astonished. Thus, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu enjoyed eating in Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's house. Within that one pastime, many wonderful pastimes were manifested. These are the peculiar characteristics of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes. Thus, the Lord ate in Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's house, and in this way, Sarvabhauma's love for the Lord has become very well known. Thus, I have related the ecstatic love of Sarvabhauma's wife, who is known as Mother of Sati. I have also related Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's great mercy which he manifested by excusing Amogh's offense. He did so due to Amogh's relationship with a devotee. Whoever hears these pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with faith and love will attain the shelter of the Lord's lotus feet very soon. Praying at the lotus feet of Sri Rupa and Sri Raghunath, always desiring their mercy, I, Krishnadas, narrate Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, following in their footsteps. So here ends the 15th chapter of Madhya Leela of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Hari Bol, Dandavat Pranam.